What's going on? This your boy Town Biz. All right, so it appears to be settled the lawsuit from a former hairstylist that worked at FS1. Basically, will receive some kind of settlement. I haven't looked at the details. Usually, they don't reveal the amount, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be for millions of dollars. I'm pretty sure, in all likelihood, she'll be able to start her own business and she probably won't have to ever work again. But as usual, this is the problem that I have with a lot of media, and particularly black media. Y'all couldn't wait to push the record button and talk about what was going on with Shannon Sharp. Ooh, Shannon Sharp got shit, you know. And then you had the typical black man haters go, oh, he shouldn't have been messing with white. Well, shut up. But now that Skip Bayless, his colleague, has settled the lawsuit along with, people like Joy Taylor, Emmanuel Ucho, and then a former FS1 executive who all have been removed from the company. Now, all of a sudden, I don't see videos. Where are all the videos at? And this is what I'm saying. This is why I understand where certain people be coming from when they basically call out, in particularly black media. One thing about me, I'll call it right down the middle for the most part. But y'all know how I feel about Skip Bayless. I think Skip Bayless is a 70-plus-year-old fake culture vulture slash white supremacist. As you can see, he went and started another podcast. He is very nigga dependent, nigga reliant. He cannot survive without being aligned with niggas. He basically has these debate shows really because he thinks he's smarter than these guys, and he really isn't. That's why he really relies on black. He can't survive without black people. I mean, somebody got to say it. It might as well be me. You know, at the end of the day, black people make the world go round. As I said, we are the news. Like I said before, this isn't a big deal because Skip Bayless is a white man. People only have interest when something is aligned with a black man, and all but likely, you really get views when it's negative because people love to demonize black people. Keep in mind that was the Roger Ailes mentality: demonize the brother instead of the other, and that's what you seeing what's going on here with Skip Clueless. Like I said, dudes like him and Vlad, they're very nigger reliant. They cannot survive without niggas. But at the same time, they secretly try to diss niggas. Skip Bayless has a history of doing that stuff, coming up with these elaborate names for black people. Like I said, he lucky Shannon Sharp didn't whoop his ass. But then again, Shannon Sharp would have lost everything. But like I said, everybody was coming down on Shannon Sharp for the situation that happened with the young lady. But here it is, Skip Bayless pretty much did the same thing. Now everybody don't got no energy. I'm about to block you, dude. I really am. So, nice try. So, didn't see, I ain't even giving people a chance. So, I'm getting rid of all trolls because it's late tonight, so I'm not in the mood for that. But like I said before, um, I've never been fond of Skip Bayless. I've always suspected something about Skip Bayless anyway, but we'll leave that alone for now. So, I'm just saying. Um, but like I said, I don't see people pushing the record button. I don't see people pushing the record button and making videos about Skip Bayless and what happened at Fox. Like I said, Fox is gonna have to pay this lady a lot of money. And then the thing is with Joy Taylor, Joy Taylor allegedly told the woman to just deal with it. But then at the same time, Joy Taylor said basically she had an extra strategy of her own. Basically, if they tried to remove her, she was going to me too the dude. even though Joy Taylor was basically screwing around with this dude. And keep in mind, Joy Taylor went through 2 marriages uh, her time at FS1. Now, she recently did an interview with Cam Newton, and where she went in on, Mr. All You Can Eat, Jason Whitlock. And I got to tell you something about Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock, like I said, he can dish it out, but he can't take it. Let me tell you something about Jason Whitlock. You know how Jason Whitlock, and shout out to the homie 2 Raw. Jason Whitlock has this thing, like I said, he can dish it out, but he can't take it. And he really seems to have this vitriol and hatred towards black people, and in particularly black women. But the thing is about Jason Whitlock, he loves to talk crazy about people and try to disrespect them. But then soon as you respond, he plays victim, just like he did with Joy. Oh, she's threatening me and all this kind of stuff. Oh, she's peanut butter pock and all that kind of stuff. But then at the same time, he he didn't deny the fact that he don't be going outside, which I already told you that Jason Whitlock don't be out in the public. I told you that. Jason Whitlock know people don't like him. Jason Whitlock know that if somebody recognizes him, there's a possibility he gonna have to put up his dukes, which I don't think Jason Whitlock is much of a fighter. So you know, so with that being said, but what I don't like about Jason Whitlock, I'm gonna tell y'all something about this dude. Jason Whitlock is known. He's known, if you make videos going in on him, he is known for flagging videos. Basically to where you can't get the videos monetized and all that kind of stuff. He is known for doing that kind of stuff. He's done that to quite a few people. So he watches these videos. But my thing is, when he talks about people, nobody tries to, snitch his videos down, but he does that to other videos or people that make content about him. So that just shows that he's sensitive and that he's emotional. So, I mean, that's just his nature. And that's unfortunate. The thing is about me, I'd be discovering videos where people use snippets and audio from my video to make talk point. Hey, fine with me. And there's people that then said they don't like me and that kind of stuff and call me this and call me that. I don't care. Fine. Free publicity for me as well. I have never snitched down a video that somebody has made about me. As long as they don't threaten my safety or threaten my family, then it's all good. You can say whatever you want to say about me, but Jason Whitlock, that's just how he get down. But man, look at all these wrinkles in Skip's neck. Skip is what, 73, 74 now? And I just find that amusing. Like I said, nobody's talking about this. Where are all the videos going in on Skip Bayless? But nobody didn't have no problem making videos about Ray Lewis going in on Shannon Sharp. And Ray Lewis is, I'm going to just say this about Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis has always been a fuck nigga. From him throwing Colin Kaepernick under the bus, Ray Lewis has always been like that. He a cornball. He's a lame. And nobody's fooled by his so-called religion. At the end of the day, he could have kept his mouth shut about Shannon Sharp. He could have took the high road. But that's what these dudes do. Now, like I said before you come on here and say, yeah, what about some of the stuff Shannon Sharp did? Hey, and I didn't criticize Shannon Sharp for that. But at the end of the day, Shannon Sharp took up for Ray Lewis. He took up for Ray Lewis. He was checking the media. I remember, he stood up for his teammate and for Ray Lewis to sit up there and just go in on him. Like I said, keep in mind, Ray Lewis was on charge for murder. And from my knowledge, he paid the family some money. He had to pay the family some money, the victims of the family some money. And then of course he dropped dime. But I know people that was close to the situation, and we'll leave it alone. But all I'm saying is Ray Lewis got a shaky pass. All I can say is Shannon Sharpe ain't been on trial for murder. The only thing he really did was end up paying millions of dollars to some chick basically who was out to ruin his reputation, and no, I don't believe her. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But as I said before, I just was, checking these YouTube streets, looking at people who was connected to me to see did they put out any videos talking about this, but of course not. But they don't have no problem running the brother's name through the mud and stuff. So, you know, I just, I just wanted to point that out. I am not surprised by this. This is why I operate on an island of my own. This is why, I do my own thing. Now, what's going to happen is people are going to come across this video and then they're going to do videos because basically I'm calling them out and they don't want to look as if they're being a hypocrite and they only come after, black celebrities. But I'm going to say this again. Skip Bayless was named in that lawsuit. And like I said before, why ain't everybody coming down on him like they did Shannon Sharpe? Just go to show you people have selective outrage. Always does. Like I say, all of a sudden everybody want to spare this dude. But they couldn't wait to come after Shannon Sharpe. So, with that being said, I just wanted to do a quick video. My point was proven. Anyway, it's your boy Tam. I'm out.